I grew up with Steven Spielberg movies, like more than anything else. And it was Jurassic Park, it was E.T., it was
Indiana
Jaws,
Jones.
Indiana Jones, yeah. I would say, like, if I were to name, like, the 5 most important movies to me as a kid for getting me into movies or just, movies that I watched over and over again, I would say it's Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, which Spielberg produced and direct, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jaws. Did I say Jaws?
Not yet, but you just did.
And then I don't know if I had a 5th one, maybe E.T. Like, they're like all Spielberg related. Independence Day might be in there too. But yeah, like, at the same time though, so Spielberg, he was a blockbuster director. He arguably invented the blockbuster. A lot of people say Jaws is the first summer blockbuster, and then he does Close Encounters, he does Raiders of the Lost Ark, he does E.T. all after that.
Mm-hmm.
I think his career changed. And I don't want to say it changed for the better or for worse. I think there's an argument to be made either way. But I think his career changed in 1993 when he made Schindler's List and Jurassic Park. I think the post-Schindler's List blockbuster Spielberg movies feel very different than the pre-Schindler's List blockbuster movies. Spielberg still makes good movies. His West Side Story remake was awesome. Lincoln was great. But like his wannabe like action sci-fi big blockbuster movies like War of the Worlds, like it's okay. The Lost World, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really a big Minority Report fan. A lot of people
You're not
are.
a really big Minority fan? Is that what you just said?
But the earlier movies, it's like universal approval. Like, who doesn't love Jaws?
Yeah.
So something changed, and, I think he matured as a man, probably matured in his ambitions as a filmmaker. But I do think it's kind of, he made Saving Private Ryan, but I do think, like, I kind of miss the old Spielberg blockbuster. Like, I don't give a crap about Ready Player One.
No, and I think there was something about Spielberg Spielberg was synonymous with movie magic.
Yeah.
And for some reason, after Schindler's List, and even like after Saving Private Ryan, you don't really get that anymore from Spielberg, I feel.
Yeah, and there's a few things. I said, like, I suspect his ambitions as a filmmaker changed, obviously with Schindler's List and later Amistad and Saving Private Ryan. He found his voice in, like, dramatic films more so than he had before.
Yeah.
But also, just think of the film industry and how it had changed, how action movies, how special effects had changed since Jurassic Park. It's a digital world. It's completely different than the world that existed when he made Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder if there's like an adjustment, he couldn't quite adjust as easily as someone like a James Cameron.
It's funny that you say that something changed for him after Schindler's List, because I think before The Lost World, he had taken a year off of directing, I think. And it was just to kind of recoup from that Schindler's List and first Jurassic Park period of his life that he was going through. I could be wrong, but I think this is the first movie he made after that period.
It might be. Again, like Jurassic Park and Schindler's List, Amistad comes out the same year as The Lost World. I'm not really sure which he made first, which even came out first, but they're both 97.